Hey, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to Team VRY. So it's been quite some time now since the launch of the Google Pixel 8a, which is Google's 2024 mid-range smartphone. Now we've covered this phone a lot here on the channel, and with this one, I just want to do a quick revisit as to how it's held up 3 months later. Let's get started. Alright, so I just want to talk about the build quality on the Pixel 8a for a bit. Now we did do a lot of case reviews on this channel for the Pixel 8a, although I have been using it caseless for the past couple of months, as I really do love the blue color here. It does look a lot like the beige color Pixel 8 Pro, and the matte texture makes it a lot more pleasant to hold compared to the glossier finishes on the older Pixel A models. Speaking about the matte texture, it's held up pretty nicely. It's managed to stay free from scratches and scuffs and stuff like that. And with it being a plastic back, it's not going to crack, unlike glass, which is more prone to cracking. Now, I'm not saying that it's resistant to most damage, as I am really careful while using my phones, but overall, it's managed to hold up pretty nicely, so yeah. Now, you're probably curious about how the battery has held up. I do think that the June and July Pixel updates from Google did improve the battery performance on the Pixel 8a, especially when combined with the adaptive battery feature on this phone. Now, I've been getting better screen on time for the past couple of months. I can maybe stretch it to around 6 or maybe even 7 hours, which is pretty crazy for a Pixel device. Now, on the other hand, this is of course with a Wi-Fi connection. So using mobile data will reduce your battery a lot more, especially if you're using it for navigation, constant data use, and gaming. But in general, compared to the Pixel 7a and the Pixel 6a, the battery performance on the 8a, at least at this point in time, has seen some much welcome improvements. Now, it's not going to be the same for everyone, given that each user has their own personal usage patterns, but as far as my experience goes with this phone, it's been pretty stable so far. Now, I also haven't run into any connection problems, so I haven't really had any issues with the data or the Wi-Fi connectivity on this phone, unlike with the Pixel 6, for example. And again, the Tensor G3 has proven to be a decent upgrade over the Tensor G2 and the first gen Tensor chip. It still gets warm though, especially if you're using the camera continuously. For example, I did bring it along on some trips in which I took a ton of photos, and it did get considerably warm after a while, so it's something to keep in mind, especially if you're looking for something to take a lot of photos with. But yeah, other than that, the camera performance has been pretty consistent, and there's very little to complain about here. Now, since it's been quite some time since its launch, we're bound to get more price drops on the Pixel 8a. I've seen it go for less than $500, which was its original launch price. And depending on where you're buying your phone from, you might even see it for around $400 or maybe even $350, especially with trade-in deals, carrier promos, and stuff like that. So yeah, overall, as a daily smartphone, I've got to say that it's held up pretty nicely after this time. So yeah, if you're looking to get a Pixel 8a, at least speaking from experience, it's been a pretty reliable Pixel phone up until now. So that does it for this quick video. Let me know your thoughts about this device in the comments below. Do you have one, or are you planning on getting one? Don't forget to check out our other videos here on Team VRY. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.